Hey everybody. So we have a contract extension to talk about here with the Arizona Coyotes. They have signed defenseman Jakob Chychrun to a 6-year contract extension worth $4.6 million per season. And this is an interesting deal for Arizona because this is a kid who is only 20 years old and has a ton of potential. His ceiling is potentially extremely high, but there's also some risk involved in committing to him at this point in his career because he has not been able to stay healthy and play full seasons in the NHL. So Chychrun is a guy who has made the NHL, immediately at 18, and he's played the past couple of years in the NHL. But if you look at what he's done to his career in this point, he's just played his first game of this season the other night. He had no points and was -2. One game, not a big deal. He missed the first month and a half-ish of the season because of injury. Last season, he only played 50 games. In those 50 games, he had 4 goals, 10 assists for 14 points and was +2. So he's a decent player when he's on the ice. He's a really good young defenseman, but staying on the ice has been a problem. His first season in the NHL, he played 68 games. He had 7 goals and 13 assists for 20 points and was -14 on a bad Arizona team. Again, he had injury problems that year as well. This is a kid who consistently misses time with injuries, and that's what makes this contract a little bit of a risk. Now, I think in this case, this is a good deal because the potential in his potential ceiling far outweighs any risk here. And they got him at a good price. If they were paying him $6 million per year, I would not like this contract. But they're not. They've got him locked up under 5. And 2-3 years down the road, that could potentially become a bargain of a contract if he develops into a 50-60 point defenseman. And they have him at $4.6 million per year. That is an absolute bargain. The only issue is they are. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm a little surprised that they committed to him this early when he has yet to be able to play a full season. He's got some issues staying on the ice, and they're already giving him a 6-year deal. If they had given him like a 2 or 3 year contract and see how he develops a little bit more, I think that would have been a little more expected than just to throw a 6-year deal at this kid, even though he's still to a large degree unproven at the NHL level because he hasn't played enough games to prove himself, and his career high in points is 20. Now, obviously, there's a little bit of downside there, but there's a lot more upside. He's only 20 years old. Again, his potential is through the roof. He could become a very, very good defenseman. Arizona expects him to become a very, very good defenseman. And they've locked him up at a relatively cheap annual value, salary-wise, at only $4.6 million per year. So really, there's the only issue I have is the fact that he's largely unproven and he's already getting a large contract like this. But the good far outweighs that. He's got so much potential. He's so young, and his ceiling is so high. This could end up being a very, very good contract for Arizona. And honestly, if he ends up being a guy who only stays, playing 50 to 60 games a year, continues to get missed time with injury, but if he puts up 20 to 25 points, then you know what? At $4.6 million, if he plays decent enough in his own end, that's not terrible. Again, the money on this is very good for Arizona. So overall, I think it's a good contract. I'm a little surprised that they've committed this much into him this early, but I'm also not surprised because good young defensemen are hard to come by, and again, his potential is so high, and that's what this contract is banking on. Arizona is banking on him fulfilling his potential, reaching that very high ceiling, and becoming the player that they expect him to be, and hopefully staying healthy for most of his career, although he has struggled with that in his first 3 seasons. 3 years in the league, 3 years shortened because of injury, at least not necessarily shortened, meaning like his season ended early, just he missed time in 3 straight seasons because of injury. So that's what I've got on the Chychrun deal. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. Check out offthewallhockey.com. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support Off the Wall Hockey, that link is also in the description to our Patreon page. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.